Hi, everyone. So today I'd like to speak to you about how you can accelerate your 5D ascension process. You may be saying, I don't even know what that is. What does that mean? So I'd like to back up and just discuss a little bit about what that means. So 5D means consciousness. It's a vibration that we're all holding. This is where we're heading into, where it's available to everybody. It's dubbed heaven on earth. And basically, it's an understanding, it's a consciousness, it's a knowing of how things are spiritually working. And the more and more you incorporate this into your life, the higher you ascend. You vibrate at a higher frequency. You'll start manifesting quickly. You'll be able to heal. You'll be able to do everything that the Christ did. And when I talk about the Christ, I just want to say that it has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with Jesus, who became the Christ, who walked the earth and gave us a way how to be. He was the physical form of what we call God energy, and God not being a person, but an energy of love and light, which is what we all are. If we're creating the image of God and God is love and light, then that's what we are. And we have the same capacity as that energy to create at will, using our thoughts, our vibrations, what we speak, our actions, all of that. As a matter of fact, you're co-creating your life now. Unfortunately, many of us are creating it unconsciously, which means we're not aware of patterns and beliefs that we incorporated when we were kids. So the more work we do on ourselves and get to underneath what is maybe holding us back, we can understand what we need to clean up in our life and how to vibrate higher. So again, 5D is really where we're going. I believe the next 30 years will be ascending all of us, mass consciousness, the planet, into this higher state of being. And the more light that we take into our body and activate that dormant DNA, the higher we're going to vibrate, the more we're going to understand, and we're going to be able to create heaven on earth. So some tips to do that. So one of the things that I'd like to do for myself is to understand the oneness. Understand that there is no separation between any of us. They say that humanity's biggest mistake is to think that we're separate, and we're not. So, right, what we put out is what we get back. And if we're pointing the finger at someone, we're angry, we're in judgment, we're back in 3D. We're not in fifth dimension. So judgment, polarity is all 3D, hatred, we're leaving that. And so the goal is to understand the oneness. So everything that we put out is what we will get back, and we can't get back anything other than that. So for example, if you want more money, you can't be in lack. You can't say I'm broke. You can't say, oh, I don't have enough money for that. You really have to vibrate that frequency of abundance, of prosperity. So oneness, understanding that is really crucial. And the other thing is to be in equanimity. What does that mean? Equanimity is no judgment. We want to be neutral. So the sages, all the gurus, they all knew that kindness, compassion, but being neutral. So what we want to do in our life is to witness it, but not judge it. It's practice. It's a lot of practice. Every day you have to be on this path of being diligent, because the mind, the ego, wants to tell you something different. And the ego says, you're not good enough. You can't do that. Who do you think you are? But really what we are is we're spiritual beings in this physical body. We're not the body, we're spiritual beings. And so it's being conscious of what the mind says and understanding that none of that is true. That we're not good enough, because we are aspects of God and we can create at will. It's just a matter of raising our vibration. So how do we do this? Understanding the oneness. Everything we put out is what we're going to get back. Being in equanimity, no judgment, which is a lot of practice, but you will get there. We all getting there. I'm still working on that. Is to not judge, just observe. And this takes a little discipline, in saying up, and don't beat yourself up if you do it, right? Because we have 64,000 thoughts a day, and I think they say 57,000 thoughts are the same the next day and the next day. So you get to choose over and over and over. And every time we choose, we're either choosing what? Love, or we're choosing everything else, which is fear. So anger, resentment, guilt, regret, all of shame, all of those things are come from a fear-based vibration and really lowers your vibration. So if you're feeling that, right, that's what you're emoting, which is a feeling, a thought and a feeling combined is the emotion. If you're emoting that, it's really hard to create the life you desire and you deserve. So want to be mindful, stay in equanimity, understand the oneness. And those are three great things I think to start with and every day to practice. And of course, always have a spiritual practice. I'm a big fan of going within because we really have to understand who we are, right? We're so busy every day running around doing what we have to do and work and take care of our family, but really not at the sacrifice of knowing who we are. And the way we really know who we are is to go within. And this is said over and over and over. So having a beautiful spiritual practice where you connect to who you are, meditate, breath work, yoga, all of that are wonderful things that you can start your day, get grounded, centered, and vibrate at a higher frequency. Because ultimately, each and every one of us is responsible for calibrating our own frequency, our own vibration. No one can do it for us. So therefore, we have to have personal responsibility for what we're thinking, for what we're saying, how we're feeling. And yes, you know what? You're going to have a bad day, and that's okay. Feel that, let it go through your body, and then recalibrate and remember who you are. Say, I am love and light. I am an aspect of God. Whatever works for you, find the mantra that works for you that you can think that and replace some of the what I call stinking thinking. And we all do that. We can all be accused and guilty of having thoughts that just don't serve us. Don't beat yourself up. Catch yourself and say, up, there's my mind again. We're having those thoughts. I hope this is helpful. I hope you have a great day. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to bringing you more information.